about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that here on my channel. Today is April 29th. It's Friday, which means we are filming a Debt-Free Friday video today, and we're going to be talking about our goals for this week. I'm excited because this is the first full week that we have a fully funded emergency fund, and we are moving on to our house fund. So if you watched my video last week, I kind of briefly talked about this, but we are going to be focusing this week only on our house fund. And then next week, we will be starting to add in the Roth IRA. I'm going to start to do these together after this week, but I figured since we're so close to the month end anyway, that I would just finish out this month just focusing on the house fund because that goal is so much bigger than the Roth IRA. My Roth IRA goal is $6,000, which is the individual limit for 2022. So obviously $25,000 is quite a bit bigger than $6,000. So I figured it would make sense to just focus on this goal and then start next month with doing both. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go over this week, and then I'll also do some of the recap that I usually do on the last video of every single month. I know not all of you guys watch all of the Debt-Free Friday videos. Some of you just watch the month end ones. So I like to provide a little bit of a recap of the month, and it's good for me to just reflect on the month and how awesome it was. I can't believe this month went so well. I am very happy with how this month went. So as you can see here, our goal for our house fund is again $25,000. We started this week at $585, which is what we had got last week when we finished our emergency fund, and that was at 2.3% funded. We sent this week $1,400 to savings, and that leaves us with an ending of $1,985, which is at 7.9%, and that leaves our left to save at $23,015. So if you guys are new here, I know a lot of you guys find me on these videos, you might be like, wow, that's a huge amount to save in a week. My husband and I both get paid bi-weekly, and we both get paid on the same weeks now. So for the first time, we actually had 6 paychecks in a month, and then we also do a side hustle as well. So I'll talk about our side hustle income for the month in a little bit as well. But we did have just a lot of extra income this month. It will definitely be different moving forward. So I have not talked about daycare yet, I don't think, in a Debt-Free Friday video, but I figured I would do a quick update. So if you're new to my channel, my daughter did actually go to preschool prior to January of this year. However, unfortunately in January, she lost her spot because they were having some staffing issues. So basically they eliminated the part-time program that she was in. So I had to kind of work the last few months to find a program for her, which I was able to find one, but they can't get her in until June. So she will be starting preschool in June again. Thankfully, I am so grateful that I was able to find somewhere to get her in. She will be going 3 days a week, and you guys will see that reflected in my June budget. So stay tuned for that video. I will talk a little bit more in depth about it in that video. I did just want to mention that because in June, it'll definitely be a lot tighter for us with adding that daycare back in, and it's definitely more expensive than it was before. So yeah, it'll be quite an adjustment. I am trying to just relish in the last couple of months of not having to pay for daycare again, and then my son will probably be going to daycare either late summer, early fall, most likely. For now, my husband and I are able to work out our schedules so that he's home most of the week so that he can help me with the kids when I do go back to work. If you're new here again, I did have a baby in January as well, so I've been on maternity leave. I go back the very end of May. So we are just going to kind of flex our schedules to work around each other for a couple months, and then we'll be putting him into daycare. We actually can't put him into daycare right now because there's literally no spots available at any of the daycares that I've called. It is really crazy. Our area, especially, I don't know what's going on, but the wait lists are like up to a year long, which is nuts. Like, you don't even know you're pregnant at that point. So are we putting like hypothetical children on wait lists? Like, I guess I just don't understand how that works. It's really crazy, but I do have him on a few different wait lists at some daycares that we did like, and a couple that we've actually used previously with my other kids. So yes, I will keep updating you guys as we get more information, but for now, that is the only update I have. Just wanted to give you guys that heads up that June will probably be the start of a little bit less of exciting debt free Fridays. It'll probably be a lot less money, but I'm hoping to kind of pick back up on the side hustles a lot more in the month of June. I feel like it's been really an adjustment period with the baby, and I feel like by June I hopefully will have a better grasp on it and will be able to kind of throw myself back into more side hustles to finish up these goals for the year. So let's go ahead and get started with our side hustle income. So we're going to go over the week first, and then I'll do a recap of the month like I always do in these videos. So we did have $11 from Surveys on the Go. If you guys have been here for a while, you know Surveys on the Go is a tried and true for me. We pretty much have income from it almost every single week. It's been a very light month with Surveys on the Go, though. We have not been getting as many surveys. We did get $11 from Surveys on the Go. And then the only other thing we had this week was $702 from Etsy. I do have a small Etsy shop I link down in the bio and the pinned comment if you guys are interested. So that leaves our side hustle income for this week at $18.02. If you follow me on Instagram, one of my goals for the month of April was to make $400 or more in side hustle income. So let's go ahead and see if we did that. So we definitely cut it close with my goal of $400, but we did make it by a narrow margin here. So for this month, we had $28.44 from Etsy. We had $40 from Facebook Marketplace. We had $40 from Dosh. We had $46 from Surveys on the Go, and then we had $265 from YouTube. So that brings our grand total for the month to $419.44. So that is awesome. Super happy with that. We met our goal of $400. Not by much. It was pretty close, but I'm really happy that we were able to meet that goal. So let's go ahead and go over our April savings recap. So I just like to do a little recap of the month and see how much we saved total. And if you guys don't watch every single video, this just gives you also a recap of the whole month. So April 1st, we saved $1,080. 8th, we saved $1,100. The same on the 15th, $1,100. Last week we saved $2,000, and this week we saved $1,400. So that brings us to a grand total for the month of $6,680, which is insane. Keep in mind though, we did have 2 entire paychecks that went into savings. We did not touch those. So that definitely was a huge help to this. And then also just our regular budgeted money that we do set aside for our financial goals every single month. Crazy, over $6,000, almost $7,000 into savings this month, which is just nuts. So let's go ahead and go over our financial goals tracker. I do go over this every single video at the end of the month. So I did used to use this for our debt, and then I just kind of repurposed it to just go over our financial goals so that we can kind of see how much we are saving every single month. For April, in our emergency fund, we were able to save $4,695, which was able to finish this goal off. And then we also saved $1,985 into our house fund. So this just gives me kind of a visual of our goals and just mapping them out and then seeing how much money we saved every single month. I love going over this, and I do keep this on our fridge just so we can kind of look at it and aspire to have more of these months where we're sending a lot more to savings. So I'm going to go ahead and color in our tracker, and then I will come back to close out the video.
We can be life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the...
All right, so that is all I have for you guys this week. Let me know in the comments down below, how did April go for you? How are your goals going for the year? I can't believe it's already 4 months into the year. We're almost in May. It's crazy. This year is just flying by. And let me know how you're doing in the comments down below. I will talk to you guys in my video on Tuesday. Bye, guys.